What's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you're an ex-con or you have a family member that's an ex-con and you're trying to find different programs to help them and funding for them to start a business, well, then this video should be able to help you. All right. Now, a lot of ex-cons, especially like if they're in jail and they're in the process of getting released from jail, they have a criteria that they have to find employment. This is the reason I tell people that have family members in prison that's about to be released, reach out to us. Let us help you set up a company for them, and then you hire them into the company. That way, that can help them meet their requirements for their probation. Okay, so that way, because it's hard when you get out of jail and stuff like that to find a job, because people don't want to help you, right? But if you have a family member, they can help set up your company and stuff like that. Especially if you have an idea, you want to start a business stuff, we can help set up the business under we can even set it up under your name and stuff, and you can still have control of the business and stuff, but it will help you position yourself to be able to get access to business funding and stuff. And these are some of the programs that may be able to help. Now, also, for you all that are ex-cons, or you have family members that are ex-cons that need help, you have websites like helpforfelons.org. You have the 5 Ventures. You have Project Remade. It's through Stanford Law University and stuff like that. It's kind of like an internship that help people that are ex-cons and stuff like that. Then you have business loans. They help with actually business loans and stuff like that. Now, in reference to grants and stuff, where do you get grants and stuff to help ex-felons and cons and stuff, as well as women? This here list will definitely put you in the right direction to get started. Now, you have Rise Up, Get Started program. That's what it's called, Rise Up, Get Started. Okay, now they offer like microloans up to $1,000. They're out of Kansas City, Missouri. Now, you also have Georgetown Pivot program. Now, with the Georgetown Pivot program, it's like an internship placement program, plus they help with loans up to $15,000. Okay, so once you go through their program, all right, then you have the Transform Business Grant. Now, they offer microloans up to $1,000. Then you also have Leap Virtual Entrepreneur Academy. Now, this is for women, all right? So with women, they offer them microloans of $1,000. Then you also have Amber Grant. Now, with Amber Grant, it's for women as well. Now, their loans go anywhere from $10,000 up to $25,000. All right, and for those of you that's watching this here video, put it in the comments if you have any other suggestions where people that are struggling, that are ex-felons, ex-convicts and stuff, that may be able to check out and stuff like that. That's what we're here for. We're a community trying to help people, right? So that's the reason that I'm showing you this. Now, here's something just for self-employed, whether you're ex-con or non-ex-con. This is a program you guys should check out. It's called NACE, N-A-S-E. It's the National Association of Self-Employed. Okay, now they offer loans up to $4,000. Okay, now in order for you to be a part of their community, you have to become a member. All right, but they do offer business loans up to $4,000 for self-employed. Those are some of your best ones. Now, one of the things I would tell you, I've worked with a lot of, I've had the privilege to work with a lot of ex-cons and felons and stuff like that. And one of the bigger things is in terms of rebuilding the credit and stuff. Now, for those of you that have been incarcerated for 4+ years, you would probably notice that you have a dead file, okay? And now what that means is that, like, you don't have no credit on it. But here's the thing about it. You can add like one trade line and get an 850 credit score. However, because the credit file is still so thin, you still won't be able to get any funding. All right, so that's the reason I tell you, you have to really build up the file. Now, some of you guys that may have been incarcerated and stuff, and you came home and you tried to get access to your credit file, and maybe somebody used your social and created it and called it a CPN and sold it off. Okay, so you would have to challenge that. All right, now also in terms of accounts that are on your credit file, here's the thing about it. If you're an ex-con and you come home and you try to get access to your credit file and they're saying, well, you owe these accounts, and you know you've been away or whatever, what you would have to do, you would have to actually get a police report. Not only a police report, you would have to get an identity theft report from the Federal Trade Commission, the Federal Trade Commission website. All right, and then you take that along with the police report and you send that in to the credit bureaus, okay? And you can also send in your paperwork to let them know that, hey, I was incarcerated at this time. These accounts are not mine, okay? And that way you can get those accounts removed, because I know a lot of people figure that, well, I've been in jail, my credit is shot or whatever, and that may not even been the case. Also, one thing, like when I first moved to California and stuff, what I started doing with ex-felons and stuff like that, they call it the compromise packet. And what it is basically where when you was incarcerated, they were still charging you child support. Well, there's an actual program that would, because you was incarcerated, what it would do, it will exempt your child support that from the time period you was incarcerated, right? But it also allows them to reinstate your driver's license. So I don't know if that program is in every state. I know it's in California, but it's called the compromise. So all of your back child support that happened while you was incarcerated, they'll excuse that so you can get your driver's license. So for those of you that are felons that may have been responsible for child support, but you couldn't pay child support because he was incarcerated, see if they have those type of programs in your community. All right. Now, if you have any other questions about removing negative items off of your personal credit, trying to get access to business credit funding, personal credit funding, and one other thing I must say, the thing about it, like when you're on probation and stuff like that, I know for certain, like, sometimes your probation requirements may not allow you to build credit, okay? So just so that you won't get yourself in trouble, you need to make sure that you know your actual rights while you're on probation as an ex-con or ex-felon, all right? But again, if you have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.